All right, family. I want to welcome you to the Do Work Podcast. The Do Work Podcast is normally a weekly podcast where we discuss all things mindship, entrepreneurship, becoming just the best version of yourself possible, motivation. And today's no different. We're in our 31 days of motivation and mindfulness series. This is day 20. And today we're going to talk about patience. So, a lot of us are not very patient, meaning that we have difficulty waiting on things we desire. We have difficulty going through the process. We have difficulty letting processes that have started run their course. Now, I'll be the first to say, for most of my life, I was extremely impatient. If I started something, I wanted results instantly. If I knew something would take a while, I still didn't understand why. I know it's supposed to take 3 months. Why can't it be done in 3 weeks? And now, mind you, when it comes to being patient, some of that is, yes, if there's something, if you can find a quicker and a better way to execute, then absolutely do it. But, life has shown me that patience is key because things don't always go as quickly as you think. And sometimes that process that you have to go through, that you cannot skip in any capacity, is going to take a while. A lot of success is lost and people's lack of patience. They can't just ride it out. Now, when you're in this phase of riding it out, or I don't even want to say waiting, but while you're going through this patience process, yes, the work is still being done, but it's about you still maintaining a commitment to the end result. So I'll say that again. When we're going through the patient process, right? It's about you maintaining your commitment to the end result. Because if you do that, though the patience and being patient does not seem enjoyable, nobody fucking likes it. It's not fun. We all want things now. The most disciplined, the best know it, they want it now. If they could do it now, they'll get it now, they take it now, especially if they can still get the end result. But patience teaches us a lot. Patience is part of the journey. And I've often said, and I'll say it again, you cannot skip the journey. You cannot skip the hustle. And in the journey, in the hustle, in that grind, in that work season, patience is a huge part of that. Fitness has always been a great example of patience. Because when people embark upon their fitness journeys, and I say all the time, life and fitness and business and fitness have so many parallels. They're synonymous half the time, if you ask me, but they have so many parallels. And when people embark on their fitness journey, the hardest part is not necessarily the workout or the nutrition. It's the process, because the process requires patience. I've been working out for a whole week. Why am I not down 20 pounds? I've been eating good this whole week. Why is it not working? Or to put it even more in perspective, I've been at this 2 months, but I've only accomplished this. Why is it not more? Well, because things take time. And when things take time, we have to learn to be patient. In this like Insta, TikTok, Facebook, world, everybody wants everything now. And I always say I hate before and after pictures. I hate them. Now, from a marketing standpoint, I 100% get it. Pulls on the heartstrings, evokes emotion. That's what all marketing does. We want to evoke emotion, right? But the thing that is super crucial is that you realize that when people see these pictures or they see these videos or whatever it may be, they think they get everything right now. Even if it says under the caption, my 90-day transformation, they're like, so I can do it in 30, right? Same thing with success and building wealth. Everybody I know who's built wealth has not done it in 30 days. They've made tons of improvements, maybe. They've had some growth. They've made some tough decisions, made some changes that may have increased their bottom line. But did they become millionaires in 30 days? Absolutely not. But social media will lead us to believe that. I used to get mad and think that social was posting like untruths. And it's really not that. Because some of the programs I see out here and some of the guys talking about like, I don't know, setting up online stores and, drop ship, or people talking about investing in the stock market. This is the thing. A lot of it, honestly, is not a lie what they're telling you. What they're negating is the process. They're not sharing the process, the true process. They have to tell you it's going to be in 30 days because otherwise you wouldn't be interested, because we all have the attention spans of 4-year-olds now. So anything over 6 seconds or anything past 30 days, you're like, oh, well, it's not worth it. Well, ultimately, it takes, months and years to really build something. Even companies that are built quickly, it ain't 30 days. It's not. And if you have a company that you like completely built self-sufficient in 30 days, please holler at me. I would love to have you on the podcast. Because I guarantee you're leaving out the backstory. I'm guaranteeing you're leaving out the build-up. I'm guaranteeing that you're leaving out the whole 3-year process to get you to the hardcore focus 30 days. Almost positive. But patience is something we all lack. And with the world moving faster and things coming to us quicker, this is a skill that's not getting easier. It's not getting easier. So how do we have more patience? We go back to learning to accept the process. We go back to learning to enjoy the journey. There's some power in, the want, right? Like wanting something. So if you want something bad enough, but you can't get it right away, it is better for you to learn to be patient. And if you choose not to exercise patience, you're going to be miserable. You're going to be absolutely miserable because you're going to constantly be disappointed because you're going to set out and embark on these various journeys. And when you don't get that instant gratification, your heart's all destroyed. You're torn. Patience is key. Patience is key. I'm telling you, especially in this instant rhyming TikTok of the fuckity fuck world. Patience is key. If you know the process, yes, we look for ways to speed up things so they don't take as long. I get it. Efficiency sometimes I feel like keeps us from practicing patience. It's like, well, it says it's going to take 30, but I can do it in 15. All right, great if you can do it in 15, but you still got to wait in that 15-day process. You still got to sit back and let the work do what it does in that 15-day process. Things aren't instant. They are not instant. And when you talk long-term success financially, when you talk long-term growth and peace personally, those are things that take work and time, and work and time require you to be patient. So if you're not growing at the rate you want, or you're feeling constant disappointment because you're not attaining certain goals, sometimes it's work ethic, sometimes it's strategy. I think most times, though, it's patience, because you embark upon a new journey and you expect it to be right now. You start this new process and you expect it to work immediately. And it's just not how it works. So day 20, I want you to think about it. As you go through your day and you assess your task at hand, learn to exercise patience. Nothing is instant. Shit is not instant. Exercise patience. Exercise patience. Is it the most fun thing to do? No. But in the work, in the grind, and patiently working through that, I say all the time, you're going to learn so much about yourself. You're going to learn so much about the process, and all of that learning that happens in that window while you're working and grinding and being patient is what's going to help you not only attain what you want, it's going to help you maintain what you want and sustain what you want, whatever that is for you. Learn to be patient. Learn to practice patience. Learn and remind yourself as part of the process, especially if you're doing the work. Now, if you're not doing the work, whole nother podcast, whole nother issue. But if you're in the grind, in the process, you're feeling defeated, take a step back, be patient, and keep doing the work day in and day out. Stay on your grind. Stay in discipline mode. Stay on your hustle. But be patient. Thank you for tuning into the Do Work Podcast. This is our 31 days of motivation and mindfulness, where for the month of October, every day, I just give you one thing to think about, one thing to process, in hopes that'll help guide your life, personally, your professional journey, and give you just a little more insight. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to divariches.com, where we send out bi-monthly newsletters, all things entrepreneurship, again, mindset, motivation, and just living the best life possible, living your best life possible. Make sure to subscribe to the podcast on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, wherever you get your podcasts. All right, family, remember, nothing changes unless you do. Nothing changes unless you do the work. Let's go.